Welcome back, boys. How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Jordan CS No here, and welcome back to another cringy-ass video on the dark web. Today's video, we have possibly the worst Steam Deck review. And I do not say that lightly. This Steam Deck review makes Quantum TV's fucking Steam Deck review look like a godsend. Okay? It makes it look like Quantum actually had good criticisms. Now yes, I did steal this topic from Klutzy King, because I saw it on his channel, I was 1 minute into it, and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm not making a video on this. And because I, Jordan CS No, Lord of the Salt, and the superior channel, with less subscribers, hahaha, I decided that I need to make a video on it. Now there's two videos, and I'm not going to cover them both in the same video, because I'm not mentally insane like I was in the Quantum TV one. The video we're going to be looking at today comes from a channel by the name of Canadian Gamer, and it is titled, Valve Steam Deck Fanboyism and Elitism Running Wild Within the Gaming Community. Rant. Now I'm glad that he specified that it was a rant, because it already hints that there's going to be zero thought or effort put into it. Just like there's going to be even less thought or effort put into this reaction video. So without further ado, let's begin.
How's it going, guys? Cameron here, Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another rant. Now today, I want to get something off my chest. I wanted to talk about Valve's handheld, the Steam Deck. Yes, the Steam Deck.
I'm glad he clarified, yes, the Steam Deck, because otherwise I wouldn't have known what he was talking about.
So there's a lot that I want to say about this product. I don't think we're going to be able to cover it all in today's video.
Oh no, I really wanted this video to be longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah, let's just get this out of the way. It's not cheap. You have to order it directly through Valve, right through the Steam website.
The Steam Deck's not cheap. And water's not actually fucking wet. It's actually the objects that touch water that are wet.
Very similar aesthetically to the Switch. Obviously, it's more powerful. The Steam Deck's got about as much power as, let's say, a last generation console, if you will.
Why the fuck did he edit in a laugh soundtrack? Like, that wasn't me, okay? In his video, he edits in a laugh track to his really unfunny statement. This is the YouTube equivalent of that unfunny motherfucker that laughs at all their own jokes when nobody else is laughing.
So there's a lot of greasy neckbeard nerds in the community that have their dicks right in the air over the Steam Deck.
Ha 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 ha! Get it? Decks in the air? You know, it almost sounds like another funny what. Get it? He's referring to the irony of this guy calling anybody a greasy neckbeard nerd is really funny and definitely not lost on me. Because he's got an Xbox in the background, a shelf full of physical copies of games, a PS2, a bunch of Nintendo consoles on a shelf in the background. Is that not fucking ironic? Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having all that stuff, but if you're gonna make that stuff your room's setup and your video setup, you have no right to call anybody fucking else on the planet a nerd.
And so let's take a look at the prices, shall we?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
So I've got it right up on my screen here. So an entry-level Steam Deck, get this, it's $499 Canadian.
Well, yeah, $499 Canadian is like 3 cents American.
I don't know what the shipping and handling is on the console. Again, you can't buy it at retail. And that comes with 64 gigabytes of memory. And then you can get the next model up, which jumps up to $659 Canadian. So at that point, it's more expensive than a Series X or a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, it also does more than a Series X and a PlayStation 5. Because you gotta keep in mind, it's not just a gaming system, it's literally a fucking computer.
Yeah, not cheap. You can't go into a regular brick and mortar store. You can't go into Walmart and take a look at one of these things. Heaven forbid you want to look at one before you purchase it.
Yeah, the reason you can't look at one before you purchase it, which, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. However, you've got to keep in mind, this is an incredibly niche product for a niche audience, right? Like, think about this. There's only 1 million Steam Decks, okay? Now, that's a good number for something like the Steam Deck, but most retail consoles are meant to sell like 40, 50 to 100 million units. Mainly because they're meant to be available to a large market. The Steam Deck is supposed to be a niche product that only a niche audience will use. And Valve themselves are already taking a massive loss on the Steam Deck as it is. So really it would just be a waste of more money to ship it out to retail for only 1 million people to buy it.
So you have to roll the dice and order one of these online, wait God knows how long for it to arrive, and then when it finally does arrive, you get to be the cool kid on the block because you know why, folks?
You've got a Steam Deck, okay? Big fucking deal. Where do we even begin with this fucking thing? Where do we even begin? I think I would rather have a Nintendo Switch than a Steam Deck.
Well, if you'd rather have a Nintendo Switch than a Steam Deck, here's a crazy suggestion for you. A real out-of-the-box idea. Buy a Nintendo Switch.
So, my biggest gripe with the Steam Deck, other than the price and the fact that you can't even go into the store to look at one, is the fact that Valve has pretty much put a fucking gun to your head as a consumer and told you the only way that you can play games on this piece of shit console is if you subscribe to Steam, Valve's online store, and be able to purchase games digitally.
Bro, bro, no fucking way. This motherfucker is complaining that to use a Steam device, you have to create a Steam account. That's Valve holding a gun to your head. Man, I wonder how he felt about Xbox also holding a gun to his head and forcing him to use an Xbox account on his Xbox. I don't even understand how that's Valve holding a gun to your head, even if you don't want to create a Steam account. It takes 5 minutes to make one, and it's free. Like, what did you think you were going to do? Load up your Xbox account on there? Like, of course you need a Steam account to play games on Steam. You needed an Xbox account to play games on Xbox. You need a PlayStation account to play games on PlayStation. And a Nintendo account to play games on Nintendo. And even a Microsoft account to use a fucking computer. Or a Steam account to use Steam in the first place. Yeah, no shit. You need a Steam account.
Apparently there's significant compatibility issues with the Steam Deck. So I heard from someone who has a Steam account on their computer and they've got like over 350 games. And when they booted up their Steam Deck and logged into Steam, the Steam Deck was only telling him that only about 150 titles could potentially run properly on the Steam Deck. Wrap your fucking head around that. Good lord.
Only 150 titles out of his 300 game library could run on the Steam Deck. Now, the Steam Deck probably should be more compatible, but there's a few things to take in mind here. Number one, not all the games in your library are made for the Steam Deck. And you could find out which games are compatible on the Steam Deck page anyway. Like, there's literally a thing that tells you which games work on your Steam Deck. Like, the whole compatibility thing of, oh my god, I bought a Steam Deck and I didn't know what games worked, shouldn't even fucking exist. Because on the page where you buy the Steam Deck, you can check what games are compatible and are not in your library. Like, look, I don't even own a Steam Deck and I could tell you which games in my library are compatible and are not. And also as well, a lot of unsupported games can actually be run on the Steam Deck. You just need to do a bit of tinkering, and then you can get them working. It's not that difficult. Like, look, it would be better if they just worked from the get-go, but unfortunately a lot of developers haven't actually made their games Steam Deck compatible, which is not really Steam's fault, because they don't control all the developers that make games on their platform.
If the fucking console had Windows installed, it would be so much better of an ecosystem, folks. Imagine if it had Windows 11, right?
A little reminder, boys. You can install Windows on the Steam Deck. Like, it's not even that hard. Like, you can literally just Google, how do I install Windows on the Steam Deck? Follow the tutorial, bing bang boom, you're done. Like, if you don't like Linux, which, trust me, not everyone does, okay? I don't even like Linux myself. You can just install Windows.
Right? You could run your emulation.
Get an emulator on the Steam Deck with SteamOS. And also, there are emulators that work on Linux.
You could run your abandonware. You could run DOSBox. You could fucking log into good old games. But no. Valve puts a pistol to your head and tells you have to become a member of Steam if you haven't already.
A reminder that you have to do that with literally every single console ecosystem ever. That's not them putting a gun to your head. That's them allowing you to actually use their fucking service. That's the condition of using their service, that you need an account. Why would you need an account? Oh, I don't know. Maybe so they can keep track of the games you've purchased on Steam and all the stuff you have in your inventory.
And that's how Valve makes their money.
By making you create a free account. Okay.
And they get your buy-in, they force you to download Steam and start accumulating digital downloads, which is essentially a rental service.
And start accumulating digital downloads, which is a rental service. Oh no, this is one of these motherfuckers who thinks that you don't actually own your games unless you fucking have a physical copy. Which, listen, mate. Every single digital game I own on Steam, I fucking own. And I'll tell you why. Because I can play them on Steam when I have them downloaded, and even if they didn't work on Steam, I could just pirate all of them. Believe me, I own my games.
You'd be further ahead to spend $700 or $800 on a decent laptop, not a gaming laptop, just a decent laptop, and install your games on the laptop through Windows.
Yo, why am I not in fucking camera? You know, an $800 laptop is gonna run even less games than the Steam Deck. Mark my fucking words. I don't know what it is with all these Steam Deck haters who just say, buy a laptop. It's the same thing. Laptops don't fit in your pocket, dipshit.
There's a lot of elitism and consumerism surrounding this device.
Imagine trying to comment on elitism when you're literally acting like you're better than everybody else because you dislike the Steam Deck. That's the thing I don't understand with these motherfuckers. There's so much elitism in the community that I'm criticizing and acting like I'm better than, which is kind of elitist, actually, now that I think about it. Like, whenever motherfuckers like this try to complain about elitism, it just seems like the biggest projection in the world.
There's a lot of gamers out there, they call themselves gamers.
Yeah, they call themselves gamers because they're not real gamers, boys. They're actually just robots planted by the digital game agenda to make your kids gay.
And they buy the Steam Deck just so they can pump their chest in the air. Look what I have, look what I have, I've got the latest gizmo.
Look what I have, look what I have. I don't even fucking own a Steam Deck. They're not available in Australia. Fuck you, Valve. Make the Steam Deck available in Australia. You fucking Gabe Newell, you fucking sexy bearded motherfucker. I wish I had the Steam Deck. Instead, I just have this huge cock. You know, my cock probably actually is the size of a Steam Deck now that I think about it. I'll fucking dwarf that Steam Deck. Thinks it's got shit on me.
I've got the Steam Deck, ladies and gentlemen. Look what I have. Look what I have. Fuck off.
Bro, that is gonna be the funniest fucking edit in the world. Fuck off. Like, what? Oh my god, of course he's laughing as well. Again, this is the YouTube equivalent of that unfunny motherfucker who laughs at their own jokes. Or like, you've got a fucking poo head.
You can't test it out before you buy it. You can't even touch it or look at it. You have to order it through Valve's website. Whereas you can walk right into Walmart, right off the street, and for $599 Canadian, you could buy one of these.
Alright, little advice, my guy. If you would rather buy an Xbox Series X instead of a Steam Deck, here's a really out-of-the-box idea. You know, a really wild solution. Buy an Xbox Series X.
Are you gonna play Starfield on your Steam Deck? Are you gonna play Starfield? No, you're not.
I mean, when Starfield comes out, you probably could if you wanted to. Like, it's available on Steam. And if it didn't run on Linux, you could just install Windows on the Steam Deck or a virtual machine or something like that.
It's so niche. It's so fucking niche. Just like the fucking Mister and the Framemeister.
Is there anything wrong with it being niche? If you don't like things that are niche, don't buy them. We don't even want you to buy the Steam Deck. Don't even buy a PC. We don't want you to buy a PC. Don't even create a Steam account. We don't want you to create a Steam account. Fuck off, you normie. Go back to where you came from. We're full.
God, I hate these products where you can't go into the store and look at them. I can't fucking stand that.
Well, if you hate these products that you can't go into the store and look at, then don't fucking buy them. It's that simple.
And like I said, the icing on the cake is the fact that you have to install and subscribe to SteamOS, which is garbage. Who uses SteamOS?
Well, I mean, SteamOS itself was specifically made for the Steam Deck, so... You know, I guess people who use the Steam Deck.
So, you know, this seems like it would be a good idea. You know, this product seems like it would be a good idea, you know? A Nintendo Switch killer.
A reminder to all these idiots that nobody claimed this was going to be a Nintendo Switch killer. Mainly because it's way too niche to do that. That's the dumbest thing in the world. A Nintendo Switch killer.
You know, a Switch for adults.
I genuinely don't understand how motherfuckers think the Switch is exclusively for children. Yes, there's lots of children's games on there. There's also lots of maturely rated games on there. There's lots of R, MA, and M games on there. Like, the Switch isn't just for children. It's also for man-children.
Don't give me that, oh, you can install Windows through some backdoor way of getting around everything and sideload. No, fuck off.
What? Some backdoor way of getting around everything. They don't even try and stop you from installing Windows. You can just install Windows.
Yeah, talk about a steaming pile of crap.
Haha.
You elitists out there bragging about how you've purchased a Steam Deck, and you're acting like it's the second coming of Christ.
The second coming of Christ. No one is acting like the Steam Deck is the second coming of Christ. Okay, oh wait, hold on. Sorry, it's 2 o'clock. I've got to do my afternoon prayer to... Steam Deck.
You guys need to give your fucking head a shake. You guys got taken for a fucking ride.
I took this guy's mum for a ride.
It's gonna be a fucking paperweight in about 2.5 years' time. It'll be completely outdated. You won't be able to upgrade the hardware inside the device.
Isn't that the same with literally every console, though? Like, you can't upgrade the hardware inside a PS5 or an Xbox Series X.
So, yeah, that's gonna do it for this rant. Leaving the...
Okay, thank God that's over. Holy shit. To conclude, there was absolutely zero thought put into that video. In fact, it actually made the Steam Deck videos Quantum made look sound and reasonable. So yeah, anyway, part 2 of this will be tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Till the next one, just fuck off, man. I'm tired.